All right, so I had to redo this video. I originally did the video yesterday, but YouTube blocked it because the clip I played of the exchange between Taraji P. Henson and Kamala Harris, I it got flagged for copyright. And based on that copyright, YouTube blocked the video. So a lot of you guys didn't get to see what I actually said, plus the clip that made me say what I said yesterday or on the 1st of July. Okay. But hey, other YouTube channels can play it. You know, the big corporate YouTube channels can play that clip and they don't get in trouble for copyright, but yet a little channel like me get to play the clip and I get hit with copyright. Say that's okay though. You try to rig the rules of the game against me and stuff like that to favor other YouTube channels that are more bigger, prominent, stuff like that. It's okay. Because I'm going to say what I got to say, and it doesn't change what I said about camel toe. Oh, camel toe. Right? So yesterday, oh no, not yesterday, Sunday, Taraji P. Henson and Kamala Harris did a skit in which they addressed voting rights, the Supreme Court, democracy in general, and what was we's gonna do, right? So Taraji P. and Kamala Harris are both Howard University alumni, right? Both Howard University alumni, and to which Kamala Harris once again puts on her little chef hat to cook word salad, top of she be in these streets. Now, through our history, throughout the 4 years that Kamala Harris was the vice president, right? She has just as much campaign gaffes as President Biden, right? And they've done everything they could to keep her insulated. Y'all remember the infamous interview that she did with Lester Holt on NBC News? Right? And that interview was so bad to the point where the White House tapped into John Cooper's feed the next day. Now, John Cooper works for CNN and was basically pissed off at how bad that interview was, to the point where Biden himself made her do interview training. You see, when the lights are bright and the camera's on you and you got to deliver, she's failed to do that on multiple occasions. Who can ever forget the interview that she did with Charlatan the Fraud? I mean, Charlemagne the God, right? When Charlatan the Fraud asked her, who really runs the country, Joe Biden or Joe Manchin? And you can tell that she really got pissed off at that, right? Now, never mind that dirty tennis ball head Simone Sanders tried to end the interview early, citing technical difficulties, but there was nothing difficult about the question. The only difficult person in the scenario was her. It's President Joe Biden, and I'm the vice president, Kamala Harris. Yeah, right. So I don't buy this notion that she be in these streets. She don't be in these streets. And if you are in these streets, what are you doing in these streets? Because the one thing you ain't doing in these streets is advocating for black folks. You supposed to be a black woman. You were in there for back in 2017. You was, as a senator, you was parading yourself around as an Asian. Then all of a sudden, when you run for president in 2020, then all of a sudden you go up to the attic of your goddamn house, you found a box of Converse, you blew the dust off that box of Converse, and opened that box of Converse up, and there, what it was, a pair of blue Chuck Taylors, right? And you took those Chuck Taylors and you put those Chuck Taylors on your rancid feet, and all of a sudden now you find your blackness. Make it make sense. For much of the campaign, for much of the 4 years, through all her campaign gaffes and stuff like that, she wasn't in the streets. She was hiding. She was in hiding. That was by design because she was so bad at these interviews. So, and then to call yourself referencing a very popular song, talk about they not like us. No, no, no. You don't get to sit up here and quote some hip hop lyric off a popular song to give people the illusion that you're quote unquote hip to the game and that you're into the streets to hip hop. I don't believe you listen to hip hop, Kamala Harris. I don't. I think all that stuff you put on is a front and is a sham. And you want to cosplay yourself as a black woman while not doing anything for the black community. Absolutely not. We are tired of the games. We're tired of the shenanigans. You get nothing when you do nothing. In life, there is a price to pay for what you do, and there's a price to pay for what you don't do. Because there's no such thing as something for nothing. Okay? There's no such thing as something for nothing. Either you appeal to the base and meet the demands of the base, and that base will come out and support you to the ends of the earth. That base will come out and support you to the ends of the earth. Hold on. Mic check. That base will come out and support you to the ends of the earth. And that's how you know the Democrats don't learn nothing, right? Either they don't learn nothing or they just refuse to do it. But either way, it has not given them their desired results. Y'all here scrambling around like a whole bunch of goddamn hornets that got their nest kicked, trying to convince us that they've done something for us. But they can't really articulate what they've done for us. They haven't learned. When the black community gets behind something, they really get behind something. Look in music, right? Back in the day, NWA, concerts sold out. Albums was going legit platinum and stuff back in the day. Hell, we can go back to 2008, 2018, with the Black Panther movie with Chadwick Boseman. The first time Black Panther with Chadwick Boseman came out, the black community came out and supported that movie in droves, to the point it made it like the highest gross movie at that time before Avengers Infinity War came and broke the record. But at one point, it was the highest gross selling movie ever. Because black people came out and support the movie. And I'll be remiss if I don't talk about how the black community got behind that damn charlatan Barack Obama in 2008. To where not only he became the president, but he also had a supermajority in the House and in the Senate.
So you and look, this woman is such a freaking square. Who can ever forget when she ran back? She ran for president back in 2020, right? And she took that page out of Hillary Clinton's playbook, and she took her ass to Sylvia's out in Harlem, talking this. I got this hot sauce in my bag swag, right? So let me get this straight. You sitting at this soul food restaurant, you pull out a bag of you pull out a bottle of Texas Pete from your pocketbook, and you dangle that, and you try to drip that goddamn bottle of Texas Pete onto a bed of collard greens, and that's supposed to be enough for me to get out there and vote for you when you haven't done nothing. The fuck out of here, man. But once again, I can't play a clip. I can't play the clip because I'm gonna get dinged for copyright, even though it's public and it's fair use. But that's how they try to rig the game, the rules of the game against me. But that ain't gonna stop me from putting out this content. That's not gonna stop me from reminding you guys of how much of a square this woman is and how much the Democrats don't get behind this woman, right? Let alone the actual voters. And then you got her foot, because yeah, Kamala Harris got Foot Clan members too. They're out here all pissed off that she's being bypassed for Gavin Newsom, and that they're not giving her a fair shake. And she's not getting the opportunities other white men get. So now you want to play the race card, right? This woman here was out here cosplaying a black woman, this full-time black woman, full-time con artist, gonna sit up here and have her handlers play the race card. Oh, well, she's not getting the fair shake because she's a black woman. Oh, she had 4 years to get this right. They done more to coddle this woman. They done more. They done more to insulate this woman. They done more to protect this woman. But every time she gets out there, the chef words, the Michelin chef, the 5-star Michelin chef of word salad, keep on fumbling the ball. And what does that say when you're so bad to the point where your own party don't want you being the president? They don't want you being on the ticket, and they have to rely on a governor that's in her home state of California. And that should tell you everything you need to know. Kamala Harris is from California and she's not well liked out there, right? Hell, I have friends that live in California. I had coworkers that lived in California. And I asked them about what it's like with Camel Toe, oh, Camel Toe was out there as a DA, as an attorney general, as a junior senator out there, right? And none of my friends I spoke with, none of the coworkers I spoke with had anything good to say about this woman. None of them. And Taraji P, I'm disappointed in you, man. Look, you are finer than a motherfucker. Lord have mercy, you is fine as hell. But I don't tolerate no buck dancing. I don't tolerate that. There's only one woman that's advocating for the liberation of black society. And her name is Tashina Arnold, all better known as Pam off Martin. That's the only black female I see out here in the entertainment world that's really pushing the line for black society consistently. All these other people out here, they ain't nothing more than bought and paid for puppets. Because that's what y'all are. Because the puppet masters is dangling your puppet asses out here to talk about we need to go vote. Now, they don't do this to no other constituency. The Asians don't get it. The Palestinians don't get it. None of these other groups get it. You know what they do get on the other hand? They get tangibles. That's what they get. They walk right in, stick their hand out, and they get the check. Just like the Ukrainian President Zelensky, right? This crackhead can come parade this ass around, scratching his neck, got his hand out, got playing this role of a victim, and by just cutting the check, gives them all the resources, gives them all the other mechanisms that it need to combat the conflict out there against the Russians and Vladimir Putin. Meanwhile, you got homeless veterans out here, right? People who've done time in the military, people who lost their limbs, lost their sanity, lost their livelihood, and they can't get no kind of assistance. There's all these barriers that's up. Or you make too much money, or you don't qualify because you don't have the right disability rating. All this other stupid ass shit that gets in the way. You got municipalities and other and the Supreme Court basically, for all intents and purposes, making it fair game to where if you're homeless, you can get prosecuted for being homeless. You got the Supreme Court out here basically making it to where Trump can do whatever the fuck he want with no consequences and repercussions. You got old nigga Jim Clyburn working with the Republicans behind the scenes, redrawing the voting districts in South Carolina so that way it'll keep his trifling ass in power. All the meanwhile, he'll cuss you out for all you're worth if you have the audacity to ask him about reparations as quote unquote real famous fish fry, even though nobody in Canada knows about the fish fry, nobody in Mexico knows about the fish fry. Hell, forget about other countries. Motherfuckers in Idaho don't even know about a world famous fish fry, but it's supposed to be a world famous fish fry when nobody outside of South Carolina knows about this world famous fish fry. Are you kidding me? And then you got Clyburn out here treating his goddamn voter base like they're nothing. And all he wants to do is give you 2 pieces of whiting with coleslaw, Diet Coke, and French fries. What you get some of this fish? Oh, you can get some of this fish. Stop asking me about preparation. I've been at this thing for over 38 years to get this reparation. So what that tell you? If he been pushing the line for reparations for 38 years, then how come we hadn't seen the results? And if we hadn't seen the results, what does that say about him? So these are the Democrats. Biden out here fumbling the ball. Biden out here sleeping and stuttering and stammering at the debate, and he makes not only himself look bad, but he makes the party that looks bad that was supporting him. Yeah, Roland, that means you too. You butterball basting bastard. Anyway, they try to ignore this thing, and now they can't no longer ignore it, right? And now you got people out here scrambling. You got people out here, you know, at 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 at, at their wits end about this thing. And you trying to tell me that Biden's energetic? This dude is 81 freaking years old. 81. This dude literally got the foot. He got the number of a wide receiver in the goddamn NFL for crying out loud. You trying to tell me he's energetic? He's on, man. If you don't get out of here, here Kamala Harris, she's pushing 60. She's pushing 60. This woman is so out of touch with society and all that. Mind you, this was the same lady who shouted out the dead member of a Tribe Called Quest one time on the interview. This was the same lady that when Angela Rye, another one who be wagging her finger at black folks and all that, they ain't got the audacity to complain that we ain't listening to her. I wonder why Angela Rye. But anyway, Angela Rye asked Kamala Harris who was the greatest rapper alive, and she said Tupac. She said Tupac. So what that tell you? What that tell you? I mean, and then when it comes to policy, right? Where's the anti-black hate crime bill? Right? You was a lawyer one time, not a good one, because you got a whole bunch of black people locked up, and then you used Matrice Richardson's case to prepare your candidacy to the attorney general position out in California. And then you use that same case to prepare yourself to the uh, junior senator out in California, right? You weren't a good attorney then, and but then again, we had to go back and investigate what made you qualified to be those positions anyway. Because the last time I checked, you assumed the position the downtown Willie Brown. But anyway, what do I know, right? What do I know? You see, downtown Willie Brown was playing that damn SWV when he was bending your ass over every day and twice on Sunday. With his number one grandfather chain on with the baby powders, all of him naughty ass gray hairs on his chest. But anyway, boop, hey, who am I to judge? Anybody, right? But she be in them streets though, doing what? Are you really trying to listen to the very voter base that's responsible for putting your trifling ass in power, or are you on this listening to it to evade the issues? So is that why you're on this quote unquote listening tour? Right? Is this why you be in these streets? Right? Girl, you not be in these streets. Doing what? Canvassing the area to try to evade the issues, right? You be in your little controlled environment, right? With your answers already prepared, the questions already prepared as well, and you can sit up there and cook up this word salad and all that, regurgitating the same old yucky, vomit in my mouth talking points and stuff, and you be in the limelight at the forefront as the quote unquote presidential nominee. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, all right? If this woman tries to run for president, okay, if this woman tries to run for president, she's going to get steamrolled by Donald Trump. She's going to get steamrolled. Outside the ski contingent, right? And the shea butter crowd and the, few rubes out there who have pipe dreams of laying down pipe to Kamala Harris, a vast majority of the black community does not like Kamala Harris. If the people in California won't get behind her, then what makes you think the people in Virginia, in DC, in Florida, in New York, what makes you think they're gonna get behind this woman? They're not. They're not. She's gonna get steamrolled by if Trump is gonna have a landslide victory despite all the convictions, all the indictments, right? Him being a freaking rapist, right? Can still get the presidency, then what does that say about Kamala Harris? 2 years ago, you had a legion of staffers leave her damn cabinet. You had a legion of staffers leave her cabinet and was setting up little discords and yeah, it's Discord. They set up little private discords, and they were all basically taking round turns going in on this woman because she don't have no confidence. It's fake. Anytime she get asked a question that's difficult, she's out here cackling like a goddamn hyena, right? But she be in these streets though, doing what? You think you go reference a Kendrick Lamar song and you think you hit right? That make you hit to the streets, right? Girl, these extremists, they're not like us. Really, Kamala? And you're not like us. Damn part-time black woman, full-time con artist trying to put on this damn performance at the BET Awards of all places. So when we start pushing this political stuff at an award show, when have we ever done that? Hey, I much no, I did not for transparency. I did not see the BET Awards. Thank God. Thank God. I did not watch the BET Awards. Okay, and then when your biggest attraction at the BET Awards was Sexy Red, yeah, she might be some up and coming platinum artist, but she is a well established gonorrhea vessel, allegedly. So when do we start doing this? Huh? When do we start pushing this thing about we need to go vote at an award show? Do you see them doing this at the Oscars? No. Do you see them doing this at the Golden Globes? No. Do you see them doing this at the Country Music Awards? No. Hell, do you see them do this at the MTV Music Awards? No. What about Billboard Music Awards? No. Only at the BT and Soul Train Awards will we have celebrities and entertainers in the black community telling you you gotta go out there and vote. No other award show that you see them pushing some kind of political agenda. What's that girl name? She was at the Grammys a couple years ago trying to call herself calling out Biden at the Grammy. What the hell was this quarter? Oh yeah, that's her name. Tamika Mallory. Tamika Mallory. Remember that shit she tried to do a couple years ago where she called herself trying to call out Biden at the goddamn Grammys and all that? Yeah, that was the last time she got an invite there. That freaking toad. That bullfrog looking ass bitch. Anyway, she gets on my nerves too. And then gonna brag to Leave Kweli that yeah, she did sell out the black community all for a chance to go at the Grammys. She did leverage the black community for her own come up. And that would make you a sellout there, Tamika Mallory. She want to talk about the intricacies and all that. And she want to talk about how Biden is growing and all that. The fuck out of here, bitch. And I don't even like calling females that shit. But the fact that she would sit up there and leverage the black community for her own come up for some bird seed, right? This dirty ass fucking vulture makes me sick. Gets on my damn nerves, man. It really do. Once again, for anyone that's new to my channel and what might be my views on stuff, I'm about to give you the game for free 99. I don't support Republicans. I don't support Democrats. As far as I'm concerned, they're two wings on the same vulture. Different fangs on the same snake, opposite ends on the same coin. You got his black bootlicks on the left, which is the Congressional Black Caucus, and then you got the black bootlicks on the right, which is your black conservatives, right? You know, the Wesley Hunts and the Burgess Owens and the yeah, they're the less known coons, but they're still coons at the end of the day. The more prominent known coons that's being propped up for VP, Tim Scott and Byron Donalds, they want to sit up here, lecture about black families and Byron Donalds, but yet they run around here with white wives. And then you got Tim Scott being pressured by the Republican Party that, hey, you need to find your wife because of all these gay rumors running around here. Then he's going to all of a sudden find this flat-chested, flat-booty having ass woman that they're going to get married on August the 3rd at that church out there in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, where that dead alligator was at. Anyway, neither here nor there, right? Who am I to judge, right? I know me personally, I want me a black woman because I'm a black man, right? And that's just full stop. I'm single now, but hey, just know I want me a black woman, right? And I don't want no buck dancing black woman either. So if you out here buck dancing, man, miss me, all right? I don't need nobody bounce off my dick telling me I need to go vote. Nah, straight up. But anyway, Kamala Harris, right? Let's put a button on all this, right? Because I'm pretty sure you got things going on throughout your day, right? And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for you tuning in for me to go in on this woman as I always can, as I always will, and will continue to do, right? You not qualified, shouty. You ain't qualified. That's why you're being sidestepped and bypassed, right? When you decide to get serious and start, getting your ass passed around like a turkey on Thanksgiving for campaign donations, and you actually get serious about the black community's tangibles and all that, then and only then we'll get behind you. Figuratively speaking. Figuratively speaking. Let me rephrase that, right? Because I don't want nobody getting the idea that, I want to, get behind her literally, right? Because, that's how shallow minded that a lot of these people are, right? We will support you, Kamala Harris. If you decide to get your shit together and pull your head out of the sand and get serious about the black community's tangibles, then and only then we will support you. And you just can't say it. You just can't say it. No, we need you, like you said, in these streets, pounding the pavement. Not getting taken to Pound Town, but pounding the pavement for tangibles. And until we see those desired results, the black community is staying home. We're just gonna stay home. We're not supporting the Republicans. We're not supporting the Democrats. None of his bootlicking shills out there who's out on their own self-serving agenda can come out here and shame you and guilt trip you and make you feel lower than yourself because you refuse to go vote for people who don't got your goddamn best interests at heart or in mind or whatever like that. And they damn sure not putting it into practice when they're in position of power or whatever like that. We are off the goddamn plantation when it comes to this shit. We will stay home. We will find other stuff to do YouTube content about it. Hell, we might even share some war stories about some shit. But what we ain't gonna do is vote for people who don't got our best interests at heart. Period. It's not gonna go down like that. And no matter athletes or entertainers, whoever you try to pick under the table to get in front of the camera to try to tell us that these people are qualified when they clearly shown they have not. We don't go by what you say. We go by what you do or don't do. So when they sit up here and talk about the messaging, they don't got a message to give you. You got that big bulbous ass Roland Martin on his little toilet with all his other shit of bootlicks and other shit of what's the word I'm looking for? Misfits. There's misfits out there lying to you and trying to wag their finger at you. I'm like, who's you? Who is you? Or just because you went to Howard, you got a couple doctors that make you prominent? Incorrect. Incorrect. So no amount of finger wagging or guilt tripping or whatever like that is going to shame and all this shaming and shit. None of that is going to stop us from doing what we're supposed to do in 2024, and that's vote the couch. Hell, for some people, they might turn their couch into a casting couch. No, there's no. You can't defend Taraji P on this shit, man. You can't. You just can't let her good looks and her allure and her status throw you off the set. The fact of the matter is, the Democrats hadn't done nothing. They hadn't done anything. So for people out there defending Taraji P Henson because we're going at her for her out here buck dancing, for her selling the soap, and for her carrying water for the Democrats and shit. Nah, nah, Taraji P don't get no nah, she don't get no cookie for that, right? No pun intended. She don't get no cookie for that, man. She getting cooked for that. Cause that's unacceptable in this day and age. And they want to sit up here and talk about all this misinformation, all this disinformation out here. And they're the main ones that's putting out the misinformation and the disinformation. Lying about, oh, black people are going to Trump. No, we're not. We just staying home. We just staying home. So these celebrities and entertainers, the only time you see them is at these goddamn class reunions or these block parties for homecoming at Howard and all that, man. But you don't see them no other time pushing the line for reparations or pushing the line for underqualified immunity and all that. They have the platform. They have the voice. Or so they say they have it, but they haven't put it into practice. So once again, we don't need no celebrity. We don't need no athlete. We don't need no entertainer to tell us who we should be voting for. Remember, we are responsible for the lives that they have, right? But it's not necessarily reciprocated more often than not. And that's a whole nother subject for a whole nother for another video. But the fact of the matter is, more often than not, these are self-serving professional bullshit artists who goes on this self-congratulatory tour to pat themselves on the back. But they're not necessarily doing anything for you. Now Kamala Harris, as a has a disdain and disrespect for black folks, she'll do stuff to you, but she's not going to do anything for you. Black people are still getting victimized, still getting targeted. Hell, I did stories about the the slave labor by 5 black kids at the hands of 2 reprobates out in West Virginia. You got police officers in Mississippi beat the hell out of two black folks, right? Two black men got their ass whooped, and one of them got shot by these police officers, and then they tried to cover it up, right? Why Biden and Harris ain't doing nothing about that, right? Of all the stuff that's going on in these police departments, right? Where you got commissioners out of New York City trying to cover up crimes by their police officers. We got police officers in Tennessee running basically a sex ring at the hands of Megan Hall, right? Because Megan Hall can get her ass passed around like a goddamn turkey on Thanksgiving, and then turn around and sue the city and the police department because she got groomed, right? We got police officers out there in California targeting black folks, and then want to use their position to have their suspects assume the position in the back of the squad car. Windshield fogging, the goddamn wheel, the back of the goddamn car bouncing like hydraulics and shit. But yet we can't get no anti-black hate crime bill. We can't get no situation where we're in the qualified immunity and none of that. But they say it's about the messaging. We need to get the message out that we done stuff for the black community, even though they have proven they haven't done anything for the black community. And then the things that they are saying benefits everybody. Student loan debt benefits everybody. Voting rights benefit everybody. Yeah, because that voting rights bill, that is used for primarily for illegals, right? The migrants, right? So yeah, what they do benefits everybody. Remember, this was the same woman 4 years ago when she was asked about reparations, and what did she say? Well, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No. And she said that with her hair swinging and her titties out, and she said that all boisterous and whatever else that made her satisfied saying no. But all of a sudden, I'm supposed to, you know, forget about all that to vote for this woman along with Biden. When Biden was at a damn event out in Tulsa, Oklahoma, celebrating and commemorating the Tulsa Race Massacre, and she told those folks, "Don't be expecting anything in the form of reparations." When Biden told those people that 3 years ago, but yeah, we supposed to vote for y'all, right? We supposed to keep y'all in power when y'all showing y'all have nothing but disdain, disrespect, and you gonna be disingenuous towards us? Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. I see through the scam. My job here is to provide you the information. That way you can make an informed decision. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm not here to lie and mislead you, unlike these self-serving professional bullshit artists out here. Now, what you do with that information is up to you. But you can't say I hadn't warned you. That's one thing you can't say. I live in the DC area. I see the scams. I see the fuckery that's going on. And it would be bad upon me to not warn you about all these shenanigans, all this scheming, all this scamming, all the backdoor deals in oil fields that goes on at 3 in the morning while you're sleeping. If I don't tell you about that, if I can't warn you about what's going on and what we can do to combat these folks, then I'm not doing my part as a foundational black American. And if you're white happen to be lurking in my damn comment section and all that, talk about you love Kamala Harris, then you keep that shit to yourself because this don't it concern you. This is a black community issue. So stay out of it. Now, I went on for far longer than I was supposed to, so I apologize for that. You guys let me know what y'all think about this. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Last but definitely not least, shouts out to the mighty Lions Den basketball community. This your man. Scream at me. Hurt!